Thank you. To be very concise and to not wander, I'm going to go ahead and read the presentation I have, which definitely is under the 10-minute timeline because I know you want out of this place. I too understand that. I'd like to thank the Arkansas Board of Health President, Dr. Braden, and all the board members for giving me the opportunity to address the Eureka Springs Resolution 653, passed by the City Council dated January 25th of this year, and also a letter that we sent to Dr. Nate Smith dated January the 27th of this year as well. My name is David Mitchell, and I'm currently serving in my second term as the City Alderman for the City of Eureka Springs. I am a retired hospital administrator, registered nurse with over 40 years of experience in healthcare. Please don't hold that against me, but since I came here to speak briefly about the topic of fluoride and why Eureka Springs and its citizens do not want our water supply to have fluoride added. Citizens of Eureka Springs, of which I reside, prefer the passage of a draft bill from Senator Brian King allowing local option when it comes to adding fluoride to the water supply of water districts that serve a population of over 5,000. That bill recently died in Senate committee and never made it to a vote by the full Senate. It's a shame that a few senators were able to kill a bill allowing for local option regarding the addition of fluoride. Not only does the City of Eureka Springs not want fluoride added to our water supply, but the cities of Eureka, Hot Springs, and Fort Smith also have expressed concern about this issue. The bill from the State of Arkansas General Assembly, which is numbered 359, in Section 120-7-136, states that the State Board of Health shall adopt rules relating to the fluoridation of water systems that shall include without limitation. Key words of note: shall adopt rules relating to the fluoridation of water systems that shall include without limitation. I read on your Arkansas Board of Health website your mission and vision statements as follows. Mission: to protect and improve the health and well-being of all Arkansans. Vision: optimal health for all Arkansans to achieve maximum personal, economic, and social impact. I also noted the Arkansas Board of Health's definition of public health, which includes the words: develop the social machinery to ensure everyone a healthy standard of living. From your rules and regulations, I read the State Board of Health is empowered to make all necessary and reasonable rules and regulations of the general nature for the protection of public health and safety. It goes on and concludes with, and for the proper control of chemical exposures that may result in adverse health effects to the public. The Department of Health is the state agency responsible for implementing the board's regulations. In further researching your websites, I found that you had several publications: Community Water Fluoridation Position Paper, The Science of Fluoridation Policy Information, and I think the most interesting, the Arkansas Department of Health enthusiastically supports community water fluoridation to promote good health. Based on the Arkansas Department of Health's mission, vision, and definition of public health, and based on the authority given to your department in Bill number 359, allowing you to adopt rules relating to the fluoridation of water systems that shall include without limitation, the City Council of Eureka Springs, Arkansas requests of the Arkansas Department of Health the following. Number one, water districts in Arkansas be allowed by regulation or order of the Arkansas Department of Health that suppliers of fluoridation products provide, besides a detailed analysis of the chemicals contained and their parts per million, a statement in writing to the water districts and their customers that those products are safe for human consumption and external use. Should a water district not get that written assurance from the product supplier, they are to continue their search for a supplier that will assure the product is safe for human consumption and will not fluoridate the water for that water district until a supplier is found. Number two, the Arkansas Department of Health issue a regulation or order to strictly enforce the rules and regulations pertaining to the public water systems as revised by the State Board of Health dated February the 24th, 2014, Section 7, Paragraph G. To wit, all chemicals added to the water and all materials in contact with in-process or treated water shall be certified in writing in compliance with ANSI and NSF standard 60 and 61 as applicable. In addition, all products are required to be lead-free as determined through Section 1417 of the Safe Drinking Water Act. Currently, the water supplier, Prion, identified by the Carroll Boone Water District, of which Eureka Springs is a customer, states that Prion's online product specification data sheet states that the product contains an average of 10 parts per million, up to 50 parts per million of lead. To protect the citizens of Eureka Springs, a Victorian village in the Ozark Mountains founded well over 100 years ago from increased levels of lead, we request the Arkansas Department of Health to use its empowered authority via Bill 359 to make all the necessary and reasonable rules and regulations of a general nature for the protection of public health and safety, and for the proper control of chemical exposures that may result in adverse health effects. Therefore, the City of Eureka Springs again requests that the Arkansas Department of Health, by order and regulation of your department, make it a rule or regulation that suppliers of fluoridation chemicals assure the water districts that their product is safe for human consumption and external use, and that the Arkansas Department of Health abides by the lead-free mandate and the safe drinking water regulations of the federal government. Eureka Springs has many structures that still contain lead pipes and fluoridation chemicals that leach out lead into our water supply. I, for instance, have a historic home that was built in 1883 and finally found the last lead section of pipe just 2 years ago. The City of Eureka Springs will be, via our qualified and certified Director of Public Works, randomly testing our water supply at endpoints for homes and businesses within the city limits for lead via an independent testing facility. Should testing show any level of lead, the city will duly report that issue at both the state and federal levels as appropriate. The citizens in our town have a little bit of handout that I believe has been given to the various board members. And at this time, I want to thank you for allowing me the opportunity to address you. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell.
Well, I guess are there any comments? Any responses?
Thank them for being here.
I will hear a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you. Try to listen pretty carefully, so my concern is. Yeah, we try to put a avian flu thing inside our water sources.
That's all they're interested in.
Yeah, that's all they care
parts to
about.
50 parts per million is in the products that we're going to be using for fluoridation. Actually, the supplier has it already in there.
You're talking about